Greetings, fellow YouTubers. Irv here once again with another episode of weight loss tips. I've had a lot of questions from friends and family about low carb, and a lot of us in the weight loss community do the low carb lifestyle, and I wanted to kind of explain how I do low carb, because I know a lot of people are asking me, how did you lose weight? And they're always disappointed when I say diet and weight loss, and they always go, because they're looking for some magic bullet or something. First of all, if you're going to do low carb dieting, you probably want to pick up a copy of this. This is Dr. Atkins' New Diet Revolution. There's several versions of this book out there, and they're all good. But anyway, I've pulled that book off my shelf several times because it's a great book. What you need to read if you're going to do low carb lifestyle, you want to read the part about induction. It's the first phase of Atkins. If you're going to do low carb lifestyle, do induction. After induction is like a sugar detox. You're gonna this is what I do whenever I redo it periodically. I'll go through what I call mini induction. The induction phase of Atkins, you're going to go 2 weeks with 20 carbs a day. You can divide that up however you want, which means you're counting carbs. Calories, not so much. Which means you're going to be eating meats, you're going to be eating eggs, you're going to be eating greens. That's pretty much it, folks. It's very... You can make as much or little variety out of this as you want. The general rule that I tell everyone, and this is not really a rule, it's really a guideline, is meats and greens. And that's really, when you're going extreme low carb, meats and greens. Salads, steaks, chicken, poultry, fish, stuff like that. If it's white, you probably can't eat it. There are exceptions to that, such as mayonnaise and cream with no sugar. No, like whipped cream. If you get sugar-free, you can get heavy whipping cream, and you can whip it up, put a little artificial sweetener in it, whatever. Kool-Aid, the little Kool-Aid packets that are sugar-free. Anything that's 0 calorie is going to be 0 carb. So stuff like that. Now, you do that. It's brutal, guys. It is brutal. If you've never gone through sugar detox, it's pretty bad. A lot of people will get bad headaches. Your hunger drive will increase. You're going to have less energy. You're going to feel like crap. You're going to get a headache that nothing is going to take away. You can take a handful of your favorite painkiller and it will not take it away. And you will have sugar cravings, and you'll be miserable. This could last for up to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days, depending on how bad of a sugar addict you were. After that, you'll have a blast of energy. The more overweight you are, the more of a blast of energy you're likely to get. At my heaviest, I had a blast of energy, and I was like the Energizer Bunny. Then you're gonna follow this 20 carbs a day for a couple of weeks. The reason why is because when you're on sugar, your body's loaded with sugar. It's every part of your body is just soaked up sugar. When I say sugar, what I mean is glucose and other type substances that your body uses for fuel. So what you got to do is you got to drain your body of glucose so that you can begin using other things as fuel. When you're not giving your body glucose or sugar, carbs, which are broken down into glucose, then your body doesn't have a choice. It has to burn proteins and fats for fuel. That's the gist of it. Then after your 2 weeks, you're going to slowly raise, you're going to be weighing yourself every day. You have to weigh yourself every day. If you don't know how your body is reacting to this process. You will lose an immense amount of weight on induction. Most people lose anywhere from 15 to 20 pounds in that 2 weeks. It's going to stop real quick after induction, though. Don't continue induction. It is a bad thing for your body. Short term, it's great. Your body is imbalanced. So think about, if I have a piece of metal and it's bent, okay? If you have a piece of metal that's bent, how are you going to straighten it? Are you just going to straighten it? Does it work that way? No, it doesn't work that way. In order to straighten something, a piece of metal that's bent, your body's kind of the same way. And Dr. Atkins talks about this in his book. You have to bend it the opposite direction so it'll snap back straight. Your body's the same way. I have a target of about 30 carbs a day when I'm really concentrating on losing weight. What does that mean? Well, you're just going to have to look at your carbs and figure it out. So that's low carb in a nutshell. 20 carbs a day for 2 weeks. That means no nuts, no milk, no pasta. Stay away from stuff like cauliflower and green peas. Watch your stuff like anything that's beans, like even green beans. Be careful. Just because they're green, watch your carbs. Measure your food. You do that for 2 weeks. You'll have more energy. It's awesome. A lot of people in the weight loss community live the low carb lifestyle. If you want to continue on Atkins, continue reading his book. If you just want to live a low carb lifestyle after you've gone through induction, you know, I spend 2 or 3 or 4 days low carb and then I splurge. Eventually, if you stay on low carb too long, your body will react negatively, I think. Some people do low carb permanently. Hey, that's great. I splurge. I at least once a week I splurge. I use my carb pills to block the intake of too many carbs, but I do spike my carb intake once a week. If I exercise, I'll drink milk or juice or something. Be sure if you're going to do this long term that you take supplements, and if you have any type of medical problems at all, you want to talk to your doctor before you do a low carb lifestyle, especially if you're diabetic. It can be done with diabetes. Dr. Atkins talks about it in his book. There's research that's been done on low carb and various medical conditions. It's generally considered good for most medical conditions, but I'm not a doctor. I'm saying what has worked for me. There's a lot of other people doing a low carb lifestyle out there. I don't agree with everything they say about low carb. You know, there's a lot of people saying a lot of stuff. The only thing you can do is just do it. See what works for you. Find your own plan. That's what I've done. So anyway, that's low carb in a nutshell. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll get another video as soon as I can. I appreciate all your views. I appreciate my subscribers. And those of you that are just transiently passing through, I appreciate you watching as well. Everybody just keep fighting the good fight. Keep fighting them, killing off the weight. And I'll see you guys with a new video soon.